Welcome back to the channel today. We're diving into something every Aussie should check: your 50-cent coins. Believe it or not, some of these common-looking coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In this video, I'll show you the top 5 most valuable Australian 50-cent coins, why they're worth so much, and how you can spot them in your own collection or spare change. Let's get started. First up, the 50-cent coin from 1971 was minted in Australia and features the iconic coat of arms of Australia on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. The obverse showcases a portrait of Queen Elizabeth II sculpted by Arnold Machin. This design was standard at the time and was used on many denominations across the Commonwealth. The dodecagonal 12-sided shape makes it easily recognisable, and its large size made it one of the chunkiest coins in Aussie pockets. In 1971, the coin was made from cupro-nickel, a blend of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It replaced the original 1966 round 50-cent coin, which was famously withdrawn from circulation because of its silver content. Approximately 13.9 million 50-cent coins were minted in 1971, making it relatively common. However, it's this specific year's condition and minting errors that can make the coin far more interesting and valuable, though not rare in general circulation. High-grade examples of the 197150-1 coin are increasingly difficult to find. Most have been worn down through decades of use. Finding one in uncirculated condition or a proof finish can be a challenge, and these coins often command premiums among collectors. Errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or double obverses are the real treasures to look out for. As of 2025, a circulated 1971 50-cent coin is typically worth between $1 to $3 AUD depending on where. However, uncirculated or mint state coins can fetch anywhere from $10 to $30, while graded proof coins or those with verified minting errors can sell for $50 to $200 AUD or more. These valuations can fluctuate with demand and collector interest, so always keep an eye on current market trends. Collectors often seek out this coin as part of a full decimal currency set or to complete a collection of Machin portrait coins. Its appeal lies in its place within early decimal coinage history, transitioning Australia away from the pre-decimal system. The 1971 version holds nostalgic and historical value for many Australians, particularly those who remember the changeover. If you're looking to start or expand your collection, always prioritize condition and authenticity. Store coins in a protective case or holder to avoid tarnishing and avoid cleaning them, which can significantly reduce their value. For those especially interested in errors or high-grade examples, consider getting your coins professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to maximize resale potential. Now here's a fun tidbit. Australia's Royal Mint sometimes produces extremely limited runs known as the Royal. While not specific to the 1971 coin, such releases refer to very limited sets or special strikes. If you ever come across any 50-cent coin labeled with this distinction, verify its origin immediately. These can be ultra-rare and are often released for collectors only. Thinking of selling your coin or searching for a 1971 gem? Look to reputable numismatic dealers, eBay with verified sellers, or Australian auction houses like Downey's or Noble Numismatics. Facebook collector groups and numismatic forums are also fantastic places to learn, trade, and connect with other Aussie coin enthusiasts. If you've enjoyed this dive into the 1971 Australian 50-cent coin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin insights, and turn on notifications so you never miss a rare coin breakdown. Got a unique coin in your pocket or questions about your collection? Drop a comment below. We might feature your coin in a future video. Next up, the 50-cent coin introduced in its current sided dodecagonal shape in 196 quickly became one of Australia's most iconic coins. The 1986 edition, however, is quite special. That year, the Royal Australian Mint did not release the 50-cent coin for general circulation. Instead, it was only minted for collector sets, specifically the 1986 uncirculated and proof sets. This means any 1986 50-cent coins you come across will have been part of a collector's set at some point. Now let's talk design. The obverse side features the classic Queen Elizabeth to portrait by Raphael Makloff. used from 1985 to 1998. The reverse shows the Australian coat of arms designed by Stuart Devlin. This crest with the kangaroo and emu supporting a shield has graced the 50-cent coin since 1966. The design remained unchanged in 1986, but due to its exclusive collector set release, its quality and finish are often superior to those struck for circulation. Here's where things get exciting for collectors. The 1986 50-cent coin had a total mintage of only around 160,000 proof coins and approximately 200,000 uncirculated coins, all distributed as part of mint-issued sets. That's a tiny number compared to most circulation coins, which are struck in the millions. Low mintage often means higher value over time, especially when coins are well preserved in their original packaging. So how much is your 1986 50-cent coin worth today? Well, if it's in mint condition and still housed in its original proof or uncirculated set, it could fetch anywhere from $10 to $30 odd, sometimes more for pristine proof examples. Loose coins taken from sets typically sell for less, around $5 to $15 AUD depending on condition. It's not exactly a fortune, but it's significantly more than face value and definitely collectible. Now let's shift gears and talk about the Royal Australian Mint's 40-year subscription offerings. Around special anniversaries like the Mint's 40th in 2005, they often release exclusive set subscription packages and commemorative issues. Subscribers usually receive a complete annual set of coins, bonus tokens, and limited edition packaging. These subscriptions often include low mintage or exclusive release coins that are never released into general circulation, much like the 1986 50-cent piece. Collectors should note that original packaging is key. Coins from sets lose some of their appeal and value if separated from their original case or certificate of authenticity. Proof coins in particular are struck using special dies and polished plankets, so even minor handling can reduce their grade and desirability. If you're holding onto a 1986 proof set, keep it sealed and stored properly. Though not heavily targeted by counterfeiters, collectors should still be cautious. Reproductions or damaged coins from sets may be misrepresented online. Always buy from reputable dealers, and when in doubt, have your coins assessed by a third-party grader like PCGS or NGC. The Royal Australian Mint has specific details, weight, diameter, and edge characteristics to help you confirm authenticity. If you're new to coin collecting and wondering if the 1986 50-cent is a good investment, the answer is a qualified yes. It's not a rare jackpot coin, but it's a strong addition to any complete year set, and its low mintage makes it a desirable piece. It's also a great conversation starter and a neat representation of how government mints create artificial scarcity to appeal to collectors. And that wraps up our deep dive into the 1986 Australian 50-cent coin. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just someone who's found an old set in the attic, I hope this video helped you understand the value and story behind this unique coin. Next up, the Australian 50-cent coin as we know it. The dodecagonal or 12-sided one was first introduced in 1969 after the original round 1966 version, which was made of 80% silver, was withdrawn due to metal value exceeding face value. The design on the 1983 coin stayed consistent with previous years, featuring the Australian coat of arms on the reverse and the effigy of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, designed by Arnold Machin. But 1983 was different. Despite being a normal production year, something very unusual happened behind the scenes. Officially, no 1983 50-cent coins were released into general circulation. According to Royal Australian Mint records, coins were struck, but were not distributed, instead being kept for mint sets. That means under normal circumstances, the only way to obtain a 1983 50C coin was from a proof or uncirculated mint set. That's where it gets interesting, because about coins somehow found their way outside those sets and into the wild, a breach of mint protocol that has never been publicly explained. These so-called rogue are 1983 50-cent coins, not enclosed in mint packaging, appearing in near uncirculated or slightly circulated condition, suggesting they may have been slipped into general usage or privately removed from the mint under unknown circumstances. As a result, these coins have become highly desirable among collectors, especially those Seeking rare variants or coins with intriguing backstories if you happen to stumble across one, you could be holding a piece worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now let's talk value. A regular 1983 50-cent coin in a mint set usually sells for between $10 to $25 AUD depending on condition, but a loose, uncirculated or lightly circulated 1983 coin that may have come from the rare batch of, that's a different story. These coins have sold for anywhere from $200 to $1,000 odd, especially when verified by third-party grading services like PCGS or NGC. The exact price varies based on provenance, condition and collector interest at the time. It's important to distinguish between the proof and business strike versions. Mint set coins are pristine with a mirror-like finish. That's what you'll usually see online or in collections, but those rare coins, they're not proofs. They look more like regular business strikes, the kind you'd expect from day-to-day change, which makes them easy to miss unless you know what to look for. So if you come across a 1983 50-cent coin outside a mint set, pay close attention. For collectors, the 1983 50C is a treasure hunt. If you're combing through bulk coin lots or checking grandpa's coin jar, keep an eye out. Look for a 1983 date without the typical mint set casing. If you find one, you may want to send it for grading and authentication. It could be one of the rare. And remember, always handle coins by the edges and store them in acid-free holders to preserve value and appearance. Back in 1983, collectors could subscribe to receive annual mint and proof sets directly from the Royal Australian Mint. These sets were beautifully packaged and remain popular with collectors today. If you're starting out, you can still purchase these vintage sets from online dealers, coin shows or auctions. Subscribing to modern mint set programs is also a great way to stay connected with Australian coinage and maybe even secure future rarities. Despite years of interest, the mystery of the coins remains unsolved. The Royal Australian Mint has never officially confirmed how they escaped into the public, and the identity of the person or persons responsible has never been revealed. This lingering mystery only adds to the coin's allure, making the 1983 50-cent one of the most enigmatic issues in Australian decimal history. It's a story of accidental release, or was it deliberate? We may never know. So whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, the 1983 50-cent coin is a must-know. It combines rarity, mystery and history in a uniquely Australian way. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more coin stories from down under. Have you ever seen a 1983 50-cent coin in the wild? Let us know in the comments, and maybe, just maybe, one of you out there has one of the elusive in your pocket. Next up, the 1969 50-cent coin. Australia switched from pounds, shillings and pence to decimal currency in 1966. With that came new coinage, and the original 50-cent coin, struck in 1966, was made of 80% silver. However, due to rising silver prices, the government withdrew it from circulation shortly after and redesigned the coin to be copper-nickel. The reintroduced version in 1969 featured the now familiar dodecahedron shape. That's a design which has become synonymous with the 50-cent denomination in Australia. The 1969 50-cent coin was the first copper-nickel version to be minted after the hiatus following the 1966 silver coin. It features the Australian coat of arms on the reverse side, designed by Stuart Devlin, a renowned goldsmith and artist. The obverse side carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin. It's a striking regal profile and one that remained on coins for several years. The shape makes it easily recognizable, and collectors appreciate the bold design and substantial size. In terms of mintage, around 14 million of the 1969 copper-nickel 50-cent coins were struck. While that might sound like a lot, many were used in everyday circulation and subjected to wear. Finding a 1969 coin in uncirculated or high-grade condition is far more difficult because it was the first year of the new base metal 50 cents. Some collectors place a premium on it. It's not the rarest Australian coin by any means, but it is certainly one of the more historically significant ones. So what's it worth today? For a well-worn circulated 1969 50-cent coin, you're generally looking at a modest value of around $2 to $5 odd. However, if you happen to have an uncirculated or mint condition coin, especially One that has been professionally graded. The value can range anywhere from $20 to $60 AUD and sometimes more depending on demand. Error coins or coins with striking anomalies from this year can also fetch significantly higher prices at auction or through collectors groups. Now let's talk about something special, the coin subscription offer. This is a curated collectors series launched by the Royal Australian Mint to celebrate iconic Australian coins over the decades. Each month or quarter subscribers receive one coin, sometimes proof quality, sometimes with a special presentation accompanied by detailed historical notes. It's a great way for both new and seasoned collectors to build a meaningful and well-documented set. Coins like the 1969 50 cent are often part of such collections due to their historic importance. Subscribing to the series often comes with perks. These may include free shipping, a free collector's folder or display case, and in some cases a bonus coin exclusive to subscribers. For example, some past issues have included early access to limited mintage proof coins, or a final 41st coin only available to those who complete the entire series. The Mint ensures each coin is of the highest quality and includes collector-grade packaging, making it ideal for display or long-term investment. One of the best things about participating in a coin subscription like this is the educational benefit. With each coin, you don't just get a piece of metal, you get a slice of Australian history. Stories, events, and cultural moments behind each coin make them far more than just collectibles, and because the coins are official legal tender and often have limited mintages, they have strong long-term investment potential as well. If you're looking to buy a 196950-1 coin on its own, be sure to check for condition and authenticity. Stick to reputable dealers, coin shows, or auction platforms with beer protection. Avoid polished coins which may look shiny but lose numismatic value. Look for coins graded by PCGS or NGC if you're investing. If you want to get into collecting more broadly, starting with a subscription like the Coin Mint series is an excellent guided entry into the world of Australian numismatics. So there you have it, the fascinating story of the 1969 Australian 50 cent coin and how it connects to larger trends in currency and collecting. Whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned collector, this coin and others in the Coin Mint collection offer value, history, and heritage. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more coin collecting insights, historical deep dives, and expert tips. Drop a comment below if you own this coin or plan to collect it, and let us know what coin you'd like us to cover next. Up. The 1999 Australian 50 cent coin is part of the regular circulation series and features the dodecagonal shape, 12 sides, and a large bold profile that makes it stand out from other coins. It's made of cupronickel, which is 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it that distinctive silver shine. The coin weighs 15.55 grams and measures 31.65 millimeters in diameter. On the obverse, it features the Iron-ranked broadly effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, which was first introduced in 1998. This makes the 1999 issue one of the earlier coins to bear this updated portrait. The reverse of the coin, like most standard 50 cent pieces, displays the Australian coat of arms. This includes the kangaroo and emu representing the country's progress and forward movement, along with the shield showing the badges of the 6 states. It's a design by Stuart Devlin, the same artist behind many of Australia's most iconic coinage designs. While the 1999 coin doesn't have a commemorative reverse, it remains significant due to the minting era and variations in strike quality. According to records from the Royal Australian Mint, only 16.6 million 50 cent coins were minted in 1999 for circulation. This is relatively low compared to other years, especially the high-volume mintages of the 1980s and early 2000s. This lower mintage, combined with increased interest in 1990s coins, makes the 1999 50 cent coin moderately sought after by collectors. However, rarity alone doesn't always equal value. It depends heavily on the condition of the coin and whether it was released in a special mint pack. So what is a 1999 Australian 50 cent coin worth today? In circulated condition, most examples are worth face value or perhaps up to $1 to casual collectors. However, uncirculated coins, those with no signs of wear, can fetch $3 to $5 odd, and coins graded M as 65 or higher by professional Grading services might sell for $10 or more depending on demand. If you've got one in pristine condition, it's worth holding onto. Proof and mint set versions which were never in circulation can fetch even higher prices. Now let's talk about mint sets. In 1999, the Royal Australian Mint released both uncirculated coin sets and proof sets, which included pristine examples of all circulating denominations, including the 50-cent coin. These sets are targeted at collectors and come in presentation packaging. The coins in these sets were struck with higher quality dies and handled with extreme care. A 1999 mint set featuring a 50-1 coin in proof condition can sell for $30 to $60 odd depending on completeness and condition. Around this time, the Royal Australian Mint also began expanding its coin subscription services where collectors could sign up to receive newly released coins or annual sets directly by mail. These subscriptions ensured that collectors never missed a release and often included bonus items like collector folders or limited edition medallions. Subscribers received the 1999 50-cent coin in both uncirculated and proof forms depending on their subscription tier. These coins are generally better preserved and can command a small premium over loose examples. One thing to always check with older coins is whether you've got a mint error or die variety. While no major mint errors are officially recorded for the 1999 50-cent, it's always worth examining your coin under magnification for things like cut marks, off-center strikes, or die cracks, which can make a standard coin worth much more. Some collectors have reported minor die clashes or rotation errors, but these are rare and would need to be authenticated before assigning any premium value. If you think your 1999 50-cent coin is in top condition, consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. Graded coins are sealed in protective holders and receive a score based on their condition, which can dramatically increase beer confidence and market value. To preserve your coins at home, store them in acid-free flips, avoid handling them with bare hands, and keep them in a cool, dry place away from sunlight and humidity. Let's not forget the coin mint rolls, which were offered by the Royal Australian Mint and select dealers. These rolls contain uncirculated 50-cent coins straight from the mint. A sealed 1999 mint roll can be quite desirable today, with values ranging from $60 to over $100 odd, depending on demand and condition. These rolls are particularly attractive to bulk buyers or investors who hope that the price of uncirculated examples will rise over time. So there you have it, the full scoop on the 1999 Australian 50-cent coin. It may not be the rarest in your collection, but it has its place as a collectible. From a lower mintage year, especially in proof or mint condition, whether you just starting your collection or deep into the hobby, keep an eye out for high-grade versions and consider subscribing to modern mint services to stay ahead. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Australian coin guides. Thanks for watching and happy collecting.